Blackstone Audio presents Rosemary, the Hidden Kennedy Daughter by Kate Clifford Larson. This book is read by Bernadette Dunne. To those struggling with disabilities and mental illness, and the families who love them. Chapter 1. A Home Birth. Rose Kennedy, pregnant with her third child, felt her contractions beginning on Friday, September 13th. The nurse hired to attend her during the last days of her pregnancy quickly sent for Dr. Frederick L. Good, Rose's personal obstetrician, to come to the Kennedy home at 83 Beale Street in the Boston suburb of Brookline. The first two Kennedy children, Joseph Jr., now 3 years old, and 16-month-old Jack, had both been born at home, and Rose was electing to do the same with this baby. It had been an uneventful third pregnancy. The deeply devout Rose would have been acutely aware of the gift of such a healthy pregnancy in the midst of great danger. During the war years of 1917 and 1918, Spanish influenza swept the globe, killing tens of millions worldwide and debilitating millions more. By the fall of 1918, the flu's deadly march was taking its toll on the citizens of Boston. By mid-September, there were more than 5,000 diagnosed cases of the Spanish flu in the city alone. Deaths mounted daily as the pandemic made its second of 3 deadly passes across the nation in less than a year. The closing of theaters, lyceums, halls, and churches became mandatory, and public gatherings were discouraged to avoid the spread of the disease. Local hospitals, clinics, and doctors' offices around Boston and its suburbs were overwhelmed. Unlike other flu epidemics, which claimed mostly the lives of the very young and the very old, this viral infection took the lives of healthy young men and women in the prime of their lives as well. Young soldiers who had survived the trenches and battlefields of Europe during World War I and returned home triumphant began dying by the thousands from pneumonia and respiratory failure. According to one nurse who worked day and night during the worst of the epidemic in Boston, all the city was dying, in the home serious illness, on the streets funeral processions. Nearly 7,000 residents died within a 6-month period. But the lethal virus did not infect the home of Joseph and Rose Kennedy and their young family. The nurse had been checking the unborn babies and Rose's health daily, listening to both babies' and mother's heart rates, monitoring the baby's position vis-a-vis the birth canal and its in utero activity, noting the details in a ledger for the doctor to review when he arrived.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?